So I don't have some of the ingredients for like the normal one, but we're gonna try to make it with kimchi. So we're gonna put some like on top. So these are traditional Korean cold noodles that you usually eat in the summer on a really hot day. It's like very refreshing. The ingredients that we're gonna need are the noodles. They usually come in frozen packs, specifically for naengmyeon. We have frozen naengmyeon broth. They also sell this at the store. Then we have hard-boiled eggs. I just have 2 of them here. And then you can cut up some white radish to put on top. My mom made this like spicy one, so we're gonna use this. And then I have some kimchi here. We're gonna dice it up later. Then some gochujang, some sugar, sesame oil, soy sauce, and sesame seeds. So we're gonna start by boiling our water for the noodles. I put about this much into the pot. Okay, so I have the kimchi all diced up. And now I'm gonna take a spoon of gochujang. And then we're gonna add 1 spoon of sugar. I'm gonna take 1 spoon of sesame oil, 1 spoon of soy sauce, and sprinkle some sesame seeds. And now we're done with our kimchi mixture. And now that I put the noodles in to boil, I put some warm water in this bowl with the broth so that it can have time to melt. Okay, the noodles are now ready, so I'm gonna strain it and rinse it with cold water. We're gonna take the broth that we've been melting. It should be pretty melted with a few ice chunks left. Pour some. We're going to take our kimchi mixture. I'm gonna put like a little more than a spoon for each bowl. And now we're gonna take the radish, or if you sliced it, you're gonna take that and just put it on top as decoration. Hey guys, so today we're gonna be making these triangle kimbaps. This used to be like my favorite lunch that my mom would pack me for school. So we're gonna try making it today ourselves. So the ingredients for this are actually pretty simple, I think. All we need is, for your filling, you can choose what you want, but for me, I'm gonna do Spam and stir-fried kimchi. So I have my Spam, my kimchi, and then we're gonna need seaweed. But at the store, they sell specific seaweed that you use for these triangle kimbaps. Or you could try just folding it yourself. But because I'm not that skilled, I'm gonna use these ones. It's packaged this way and you just have to fold it with the rice. And then I have a rice mold. Oh, and then I forgot to mention, we also need some white rice. I'm gonna take some kimchi and put it in this bowl. We're gonna just take some scissors, or you can do this on like a cutting board with a knife. Okay, so I chopped up my kimchi like this, and I put some olive oil in my pan and heated it up. Now we're going to put this in. Transfer it to another bowl. Now we are ready to assemble. I have my rice as well as my stirred fried mixture here. And now I'm gonna take some sesame oil and just spread it around in here so that the rice doesn't stick to it. Okay, so first, in our little mold, I'm gonna take some rice. So So now I put it on the bottom. I'm gonna go in, take a spoon of the filling we made. We're gonna take another spoon of rice and put it on top. So I've made a little layer. Okay, now I think this is the hard part. We're gonna set the seaweed sheet down, the number facing away from you. We're gonna take this, we're just gonna flip it on. And we're gonna take this and fold it into here like this. And now when you lift it up like this, the number 1 should be this way. So I finished making 4 of these and now we're gonna taste test it. I'm not sure how they turned out because it feels a little bit loose, but we'll see when we open it. It doesn't look the most like aesthetic, but it tastes good and I think that's what matters most. Hey guys, so today we're gonna make kimchi jjigae. This is one of my favorite meals to have. Okay, so we're gonna need some samgyeopsal. It's like in this bag. Onion, I have like half an onion right now. Some garlic. I would recommend having minced garlic if you can, but I'm just gonna use big onions. Big garlic. Then you're gonna need some tofu, some fish sauce, some gochugaru, which is like red chili pepper powder, I think. And then you're gonna need this like, I don't know what to call it, but it's like a broth tablet. And of course, the star of the show, kimchi. So we're gonna start by chopping our vegetables. So I have all my kimchi sliced like this, and now we're ready to actually start cooking these. Okay, so now I'm gonna put about 3 to 4 cups of water. Okay, so I let it cook a little bit. I'm gonna add like the broth tablet. Hey guys, today's Thursday, so we're gonna be making tteobokki. I have my brother here who's gonna help me make it today.
We made this instant Starbucks matcha from Japan.
Okay, so for the ingredients today, we need rice cake. We left it in hot water to defrost a little bit. We need sugar, gochujang, olive oil, sesame seeds, and soy sauce, and fish cake. So I have it all separated here like this, and I'm just gonna wash it. Just rinse it off a little bit. Okay, so it's all washed, and we're gonna keep this aside for now. Okay, so right now I'm boiling some water in the kettle. We're gonna put a piece of the fish cake. And I'm gonna cut this up into triangles. Now we're gonna make the sauce. I forgot to mention earlier, we also need the soup tablets that we used yesterday. So I set my pan to medium heat, and now we're gonna put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And now we're gonna take 1 big tablespoon of gochujang. And now we're going to almost like stir fry these two. We're gonna put in a tablespoon of soy sauce. 1.5 tablespoons of sugar and mix it all together. Now I'm gonna put in 1 cup of water in here. Okay, so it looks like this right now. You want to give a little bit of give a taste test and make sure it's not too salty. And now since it's like boiling, I'm gonna put in 1 soup tablet. Hey guys, so for our last day, we're gonna make banquet noodles. For the soup, we're gonna use these soup tablets again. These ones are a little bit different. I think it's just by a different brand. We need I think this is zucchini, 3 eggs, a carrot, and you just need these wheat noodles. So we're gonna start by cutting the carrot. Okay, so on our pan, we're gonna start by getting our eggs ready. So I cracked them into this container, and I'm just gonna mix it. Okay, I'm gonna put the eggs in the pan now, and we're gonna try to make this a very thin layer. Now I'm gonna put the zucchini in. Okay, now the toppings are all done. We're gonna let this cool. So I put 4 cups of water in this pot. Okay, now I'm gonna put the soup tablets in here. So now that the broth is cooking, I'm gonna put on some water for the noodles. Now we're gonna put the noodles into the pot. So my noodles are all done cooking. I'm gonna rinse this with cold water so that it's not too hot. Okay, so now I put some of the soup and noodles into a bowl. And this is the finished product. I'm watching Agents of Mystery right now while I'm filming, and it's so much fun.